Hello, everybody. Spider here, the Fight Card Podcast, coming to you once again from San Antonio, Texas. Being joined by Peter Morales, of course, my man. Tap or scrap, bro. First, right off the bat, man, I want to ask you, what was it that got you interested in getting a promotion, bro?
Man, this has been something I've been wanting to do for about 12 years. Uh, I fought one time, and it took one good ass whooping to realize that I wasn't a fighter. that I was like, man, I want to put this shit on. Uh,
Yeah, no, definitely, man.
but not it's man, it's been about man, it's something I've always wanted to do. I mean, I've been to all Icons promotions. Roger Green's one of my best friends, and
Okay.
that's who I fought for. And so I saw him coming up, putting on these shows, and you know, and he's been my biggest mentor of helping put everything on. Because I couldn't have put Tapper Scrap together without him mentoring me. And man, it's just been a passion of mine, dude. I love the fight game. I love it all, and it's just that's how it just came about. Just me, fucking just being involved in it and our little fight community that we have down here.
No, for sure, man. And the name, where did that come from, man? What made you want to call it Tapper Scrap? Because when I first saw it, I thought it was a clothing brand. I was like Tapper Scrap, and I was like, oh, it's a t-shirt company, or But where did that name come from?
So when we originally did that exhibition, I was talking about earlier that someone sent me into the state. We are trying to come up with we're just coming up with names, Roderick and I was trying to do it at the community center at the Dome, and we're like, man, tap or scrap or tap. It just started coming, and then we're gonna do the fight night at the Dome, and then it just came out of actually Rod's mouth. He was like, man, it was tap or scrap. And I was like, yeah, let's do tap or scrap at the Dome,
Right.
and it kind of just stuck with us ever since then. And so we got a lot of, hey, you know what? We got a lot of hate on the name from the get go, because when I did that smoker, it was just it was an exhibition. It
Right.
was the boxing one, and so you had all these jiu-jitsu guys. Well, I don't know why you got tapping. You need to take tap out. That nobody taps out in boxing. Said, motherfucker, people tap out in boxing.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, they verbally or physically, right? But yeah, that's true, man. But yeah, man. But I mean, of course, I mean, you guys are doing your third installment. This is happening October 21st. And I mean, are you still learning? I mean, did you learn something from the first one, from the second one, and of course, you get better, man?
yeah. I'm learning something different every event. Uh, it's I after every event, the next morning I get up and I write down what I can do better, and it's a learning thing. Every show I'm adding something to it,
Right.
and you know, like my biggest thing still is like now I'm doing everything online, ticket sales, tables, trying to take all because I really do everything from top to bottom. Uh, I match make, uh, put the cage up, take the cage down, put the tables up, do help set up where the vendors at. Like I should be a wedding planner.
Oh man. Oh,
Uh,
okay. So you've been in fucking fights, right? I mean,
yeah, but
no, but
man, it takes a lot, man.
no, and I'm gonna bring this up only for the fact that years back in Austin, Texas, man, I was actually covering a Bellator event, and I got to sit next to Big John McCarthy, right? And so we're talking, we're making small talk. He's going in and out the ring, he's working that night. And I told him, and I said, hey man, people, man, I said, think about this, bro. I said, who wants to be a fighter? I said, how about we do a reality show? Who wants to be an MMA promoter? And he was like, he looks at me, he says, man, ain't nobody want to be no fucking MMA promoter, bro. Like, and I was like, man, he shot my dreams down, bro. But I was like, man, I thought I had something. But I mean, of course, man. I mean, I'm probably one of many that criticize, not so much criticize, but give our 2 cents when it comes to like Dana White doing what he's doing. The guys at Bellator, PFL, but I wouldn't want to be in those shoes, man. I mean, that's for sure, because I could only imagine the stress, the pressure that you guys go through, man. But obviously, I mean, you're made for this, man. I mean, you're going along and like you said, learning process.
Yeah, man, there's a lot that goes behind the scenes that like everyone looking from the outside in, or always heard, man, that's a badass show. You did great, man. You got the easy job. I was like, man, there ain't nothing easy about this. I mean, you got to have some thick skin, and people start coming out the woodworks.
Oh
It's
yeah.
it's nuts. And my biggest thing is that I'm a real easygoing dude. It's hard to either like piss me off or get it underneath my skin. And man, one thing that I have learned since I started doing this is, I lost friendships.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
my circle got really, really, really small and tight. Because man, you got money coming up missing. You got people taking advantage of you, and so you know you start weeding out those people and actually start getting. I got a good, strong group of guys around me now, and
Nice.
it helps make everything run a little bit smoother for me to where I can trust. Because at the events, I mean, there's money coming in everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing I want on my mind is like, hey, who's got those hands in those pockets over there?
No, it's true, man. Because yeah, like you said, I mean, earlier you were saying that you're doing everything, and I was gonna bring that up and say you kind of have to because you don't know who to trust. But I mean, as they weed themselves out, because people like that, they always screw up and put themselves in in that spot. But yeah, they get rid of themselves, man, and now your circle's getting better. Your last event, man, you guys sold out, bro.
35 minutes.
And how surprised were you when that happened, man?
I wasn't.
You were like, that's what you're working for, huh?
Yeah, like man, just the support that I have in this community from Calhoun County, Victoria County. Uh, like I've been in, I've done a lot here, and man, just the support is crazy. And so I wasn't worried about it, so not selling out, because I know this show right here is going to sell out as well too, October 21st. So I don't mean to say that in an arrogant way, but I wasn't surprised at all that it was going to sell out. I mean, like I said, as soon as we opened doors at 6, the fire marshal shut it at 6:45.
Wow, bro. Damn. So you guys turn people away?
Yeah, every show we've turned people away. That's why I'm real adamant online. Get your tickets now, because I've had friends calling me, "Hey, could you get me in? Can you get me in?" I said, "Man, you being my friend, I promote the shit out of this for 3 months, 2 months. You got your tickets."
Yeah.
So
No, for sure. And when do the tickets go on sale?
they've been on sale. They're on sale now. So you can go online to tosfights.com. Or like I said, we have some at some current locations here in Victoria and in Port Lavaca. You can get them at.
No, so for sure, of course, those watching and listening, man, they better get on it, right? If not, they're gonna miss out, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
And let me ask you, bro. As far as the event, I mean, of course, you're a fan of the sport. When you see promotions like of course, like the UFC, Bellator, PFL, is that kind of like your go-to? I mean, as fighters wouldn't be like the fighters, in the big shows, but as a promoter, I mean, are you thinking, okay, you know what, I want to get to that level?
Oh, yeah, of course. I told myself that if I was going to do this, I was going to go as far as I can. I'm not going to half-ass it. I don't want to stay in a local small market, but like right now, like I want to build these fighters under my banner. I want to build the rapport with all these coaches. I want to show all these guys that fight for me that, hey, it's just not about me because I ain't shit without them. So that's why I promote them the way I promote them. I put out those highlight videos because no other promotion is doing that. Like no other promotion is doing that. And if they start doing it, it's because I started doing it.
No,
And because I really want, I just don't want to push out the promotion, but I want them to come fight for me and feel like somebody.
yeah.
I want the because it's exciting for them. The way is supposed to be exciting, the fights, the atmosphere, and I want them to get that feel. So when they do leave tapper scrapping, go to the pros, they already know what it's supposed to be like. So,
No, that's cool, man. And I was gonna say that, man. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I mean, doing this over 12 years, bro, is I've always noticed like promotions were always lacking when it came to media. There's some now that have media guys, and they're still struggling with selling tickets. And I'm like, man, I mean, they're obviously not doing something right. Because I mean, of course, you get the fighters to sell them and tell their friends and family, but I mean, you guys are doing all the selling because you're posting videos and they're sharing them because of course they want their friends to see this and I mean that's great exposure and I tip my hat to you, man, because that's a great thing that you guys started doing right off the bat. And like you said, I can definitely vouch for you and say that if other people start doing it, man, it is because of you guys, man. Especially at that level, because you guys are just starting off. Your third show's coming up. Um, I'm expecting I'm expecting. I mean, who knows what to expect? Like you said, you're going to be doing things differently. So we'll see, man. Maybe what can you give us for any on the next show, man? What you got coming up?
Well, we got the first Tapper Scrap championship fights. So we got the featherweight and we got a middleweight title on the line as well too. So that's pretty exciting. Like I wanted to wait off to next year, but I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and just knock it out. Get one going. So we go into next year, we can have some people defending them and going from there.
Nice.
But so that's gonna be something different on this show. I said we got some new faces on the show as well too. Ray Rodriguez, the judge. We got three people off his school that's gonna be fighting. So I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, San Antonio's been showing a lot of love to Tapper Scrap. Now between House of Jiu-Jitsu and them always fighting on our card, so that's why I'm going to San Antonio March 11th. That's just me, showing love back. Instead of them always having to travel, I'm gonna come to y'all.
No, and I was going to ask you about that too, man, because I mean, of course, for you to travel with this, of course, right now it's telling me that you're onto good things, man, because of course you want to grow your promotion. I mean, the fighters you're getting on your fight cards are from all over Central Texas, South Texas, and I mean, it's going to get better, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to lie, man. Like every time you guys post something up there, I'm like, damn, the quality, the graphics. I mean, I might have to hire you guys, man. Who knows, bro? Because I mean, you guys are doing great things, bro. But let me ask you this, man. And I kind of brought this up earlier. How would you feel about Tapper Scrap champions versus champions from other amateur promotions, man? Would you be all for that?
Hey, man, I'm open to anything. Like, I'm game. If it's entertainment, I'm in. I'd love to challenge our champions versus anybody else's in the area. If that's Texas Clash, Fury, Elevate, Melee, I mean, it's fun. But like I said, you just gotta have everybody on board, and everybody having the right mindset to want to do something like that.
Definitely, because my take on that, man, is I'm a fan, so for years, man, I've always like, damn, you know what, the title holder for PFL against Bellator, because the UFC won't do that, of course, but I mean, all the other promotions, I mean, I think it would open up more eyes, and I mean, nobody wants to lose their champion, man, but I was thinking even going as far as get a champion from one of the other promotions to compete in yours, and then you guys send somebody else out there. That way, you both get a hit and get that exposure, but yeah, man, maybe the other guys you mentioned will be into that and get something going next year like that, bro. Because I think that would be you guys would definitely win, bro. The fighters, the exposure, I mean, it'd be crazy, but
And I'm game. So anybody watching this, listening, let's make it happen.
Yes, bro. Yes, I want to be there, bro. But yeah, man. I mean, of course, this next bout, man, it's gonna happen in Port Lavaca, Texas, correct?
Correct. My hometown.
For those that don't know where that is, I had to look it up. I know I've heard of it so many times, but when you guys started posting that, I was like, okay, let me see where that's at. But where are you guys at?
Yeah, we're right there on the Gulf. I mean, we're an hour and a half from Corpus, 2 hours from San Antonio, Houston area. So we're pretty much in the middle of everything. I mean, it's a small community, but it's a nice community as well too. Everybody knows everybody there.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, man, because it's got that small town feel. So people, of course, you put something out there. I mean, it's a small town, so people are gonna want to go watch and stuff, man. One of the things, I mean, I was a mailman for letter carrier for 15 years, bro. And I used to deliver small towns, Lido, Divine, and front page, man, was always something crazy, something like, oh, so and so gets pulled over, DUI, and I'm thinking like, dude, this is the news, bro. But because of that, I always said, man, if you want to make front page, bro, go to a small town, do a seminar, make an appearance, and they'll eat it up because nothing ever happens out there. You go, man. There you go.
That's the Port Lavaca. Hey, funny story. My dad, when he got the newspaper that day, he told me, Man, it's the first time I've seen your name in a paper for something good.
Oh man, hey bro, but you see, but stuff like that, like I'm older. I love paper prints, bro. I still have magazines. I love newspapers. I like watching that stuff, man. Everything's digital. I get it, but yeah, I mean something like that's got to be cool, man. Did you already frame one up?
Huh? Now
You
it's
already-
been sitting in my desk. I need a
Oh.
friend to do something with it. I keep forgetting, man. It's like I'm always on the go. You know, and I need to make some time to do shit like that.
No, yeah, make some time for yourself, bro, because I know you're busy, man, and of course, I mean, you're doing great things, man. As far as the fights, I mean, in October, of course, we have the next one. The following one won't be till March, then, or are you gonna have one?
No, January 21st, I'm coming back to Victoria, to the community center in the Dome. So that one, man, I got some fights on that one, and to make, I mean, that one, I don't want to discredit any card or any fighter, because every card that I've had, I've been blessed with, and I mean, they've all been exciting. But this January 21st card, man, I'm looking at some really good talent on it. So some fun fights.
And let me ask you, have you been hit by fighters from like Louisiana, from Oklahoma?
Yep. I just got a message the other day from was it Albuquerque or New Mexico? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I got a girl at heavyweight trying to come down here and fight.
man.
I was like, man, you want to fight a man? I was like,
Hey, man, I don't think we have any heavyweight females out there, bro. But
yeah.
who
See,
knows? Watching.
he's 6 foot, 205.
Ooh. Man,
Yeah,
that would be interesting, man. Yeah, I mean, have you contacted anybody else for that?
man, there's no one around here to find someone like that.
I know.
But I've been hit up a lot from Louisiana. Honestly, it's crazy from all over, and which is it's pretty cool because everyone that been reaching out, they're pro fighters.
Yeah.
So they think that I'm running a pro organization right now, and I had to tell them I was like, no, it's an amateur. They're like, damn, man. He goes, it seems pretty legit. But I said, I'm going out. I have everything in process, so I am getting my pro license. So I'm just waiting for all that stuff to come in because I plan on doing my first pro show, pro AMI next year.
And I was gonna say, when it comes to doing a pro and amateur bout, I mean, of course, you need both licenses, or how does that work, bro?
Yeah, yeah. Well, so you can get your pro license and do the AMI,
Right.
but like I said, I'm real big, and I'm not gonna jump the gun. I want to build something and not rush it.
Right.
So I'm taking my time with Tapper Scrap. I just don't want to. I didn't want to get my pro license and put myself in some debt or put myself to where I'm gonna fuck up. You
Right.
know, and so I just wanted to do it the right way, get some shows underneath my belt, learn the business of it, get everything patented down to where when I do a pro show, I know what I need to do.
No, no, for sure, man. And I wanted to bring this up real quick, man, because we talked about it a little bit earlier. As far as your relationship with promoters like Texas Clash, man. I mean, of course, you were able to use their cage for your last bout, and so our relationship. I mean, I like it a lot, bro, because it's just telling me that both you guys are going to be getting out there, man. I mean, of course, that was one of the promotions. I was like, man, champion versus champion. Hopefully they're watching and they'll follow through and get something like that going, man.
Yeah, Manuel and Fabian. I've known Manuel for some time now, uh, and Fabian. I mean, it was a little rough, but we talked, and they know that if they need anything from me, then I take my shirt off and give it to them. I talked to Fabian quite a bit, always asking, "Hey man, you got a fighter for me?" Or back and forth stuff like that. So we work good together, which I think is it's good. I think everyone needs to work. There's enough, and there's room for everybody.
Oh yeah.
So if you're gonna make it by yourself and be bitter and talk shit about other promotions, I mean you ain't gonna last.
No.
There's good that comes out of that. But
Yeah.
Manuel and Fabian, man, they're good people. When they sponsored that cage, I mean that meant a lot. And
Definitely.
Manuel's bossy as hell. I'll tell you that. That bitch is bossy as hell.
He's like, you better not scratch it. Don't scratch it, man. You're like, damn. But man, bro, let me ask you this, man, because of course, this next fight, man. I mean, do you guys already have a cage set up, or are you guys gonna borrow the same one?
Now we're gonna use theirs. We have an agreement, so we're gonna be using theirs. So he has two different cages, but the one that he has, I mean, it only took 2 hours to put up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we worked out an agreement, so I can just go ahead and we have our dates, when we fight and where they fight, and he'll deliver it and we'll set it up. So we have a nice little agreement.
Yes. Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear, man, because definitely, we need more of it. It's just like, I mean, here in San Antonio, man, I tell these people, when they open gyms, I'm like, bro, there's thousands and thousands of people moving in here in San Antonio, bro. There's no reason for one gym to be hating on somebody else when each gym has about 100 people, give or take, and that's nothing. That's every gym here should have 500 students. It's like there's enough people out here to support everybody. So when these gyms like here in HOJ, they cross train a lot. A lot of fighters come out here, and that's part of the reason why I'm here. I mean, he opened the door for me. I was able to set up and basically said like, man, invite everybody. Like I'm cool with everybody. Everybody's welcome, and because of that, I was like, man, that's it. That's all I needed. Otherwise it'd be out.
Yeah. That's how Victoria, that like from the MMA community of Victoria, it was pretty rough. I mean, we don't have as many people as San Antonio does and stuff. So there was kind of beef between a lot of schools and stuff like that. But I honestly believe all that's changed here within this past year. I mean, I don't want to say it was because of Tapper Scrap and stuff like that, but in a way, once it started coming and we had our own organization to fight in your own backyard, everyone started working together, and it's pretty awesome to see. You see all these guys because we have a boxing gym, Heart of a Champion, and Monsters Den MMA. They come and cross train with us. It's ran by Johnny Aguilar, and I mean they got some scrappers that fight out their gym. Like both his boys, they fight on quite a bit on Eric's fights. Johnny, Joseph, and Dylan. And I just got confirmation that Dylan's going to fight for us October 21st.
Nice.
So I'm excited to have him on it, unless anything happens. But
yeah, no, for sure, man. But you see, but that's good though, man, because a lot of times, even here in San Antonio, man, when I first started training in 2000, a lot of gyms, I mean, it was just the mentality was that like, oh, it's our team and their team, and over the years, like a lot of people started cross training behind closed doors. Like they wouldn't post about it, but I was the guy that they would come to and like, hey, man, so and so, and I'm like, yeah, so I started kind of getting everybody, people together and people to, I wouldn't post on it because they didn't want anybody to know, and I'm like, that's cool, man. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fighters that would cross train. Now it's gotten a little bit better, so now they're cross training in the open. Now they're sharing photos and video, and because of that, yeah, man, it's like it's like Victoria versus the world, San Antonio versus the world. I mean, it's
get better.
Yeah, it's get big, get better, get bigger. Everybody wins, man. I mean, everybody. So I'm happy. I mean, it's a good time to be in the sport right now. I mean, like I said, it was a few years where it was kind of slow. Not much was going on. Promotions, flopped, closed down. But you guys are here, man, and I'm excited, bro. Especially if you guys come into San Antonio next year. Looking forward to that. But not to overlook, of course, the next one, October 21st, Fort Lavaca, Texas. Tickets are on sale, so of course, those watching, get them before they're gone.
Yeah.
And but bro, let me ask you, as far as this event coming up, what's a fight card? What number? How many fights are you looking to have?
Let me get on it right now. I have it. I think I have 13 at the moment.
Okay.
Scrap 3. Unless you want to jump on it, we'll make it 14.
And me versus Aaron Suarez, man, my boy. Let's do it. He just can't hit me in the face or submit me though. That's it, man.
Right now, my MMA registry, I have showing 10, but I got to add 2 more. So I got 12. I try to keep it between 10 and 12 because I don't want to keep anyone there longer than 3.5 hours. So Yeah, so I think that the last event, like I have 12 all the time because one or two always backs out. This last event only had 9 fights, and I mean I thought that was perfect amount of fights. It ended at a decent time. Everyone had fun. Uh, just the entertainment that I bring to it, like the atmosphere is, and it's exciting. Uh, so that's something I try to bring different than anybody else. I want you to feel like you're in a club for about 3 hours.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
so I just don't want people to come see a fight and it's just like,
All right.
I want you to have fun.
No, that's true. That's true, man. Because intermission and everything else. I mean, people, yeah, they get to go and get their drinks and go use the bathroom or whatever the case may be. But man, I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean, I have not made one of your shows yet, bro. On this one, I am planning on going. I've already set my schedule here in town, dude. So I definitely, hopefully, able to get a media pass. I want to be out there case side and get whatever you guys that allow me to take, man. Whether it's just photos or video, whatever I can get, I'll take it. But yeah, man, everybody out there, of course, in Port Lavaca area, man, go to the event and support the fighters, man, because like you said, I wouldn't be here if they weren't fighting, vice versa, man. It's just,
Exactly.
it's for
Well,
them.
something in the works. We can talk about it off the record that you be interested in coming in. I think you'll like to do it with the media pass. What I plan on having set up there. It's another little thing that I'm adding to the show. I think you, my buddy Jacob Rodriguez, would be perfect for it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I just did a podcast with him yesterday. He was the one that
I was that earlier, man. That was pretty cool, dude. I was like, man, I liked it. It's a good thing because even through podcasts or even just interviews, you get stuff you don't even know, man. So I'm learning a lot of stuff as we go, just from you guys. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, but now I'm excited for this next card. Man, I'm just excited for next year. I honestly like I'm real big on manifesting shit, and it's just crazy because everything that's happening right now is I envision, I dreamt, and I'm really excited if next year goes as planned, which I know I'm gonna hit some bumps in the road. I mean, it's gonna be a big year for Tapper Scrap next year. I mean, it's gonna be my third show in 4 months.
Yeah. No, yeah, bro. And that's what I was gonna say, man. You're on it, man. So I mean, hell, I mean to come up right off the bat and like you say, you're doing this full time, right? I mean, this is it.
Yep, this is it. I got to make it happen.
No, for sure. And I'm man, with that mentality and that relationship you're building with everybody, man, I definitely, but I believe it, man. It's gonna happen. So, I'm happy for you, of course. Like I said, man, come October, I want to be there. I'm gonna be ready to watch some good fights, man. I mean, I watch clips, and because of you guys posting all those highlights, man, I'm like, damn, I want to be there, bro. Like, I wanna see some of this stuff. So, man.
Love those highlights, man. Just add that look. It just adds more to the show, adds more to the production, the promotion, and like I want fighters to. I think Levante's the one that said, he goes, man, the only reason I fought on that card is because I wanted to highlight.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, he keeps stuff, man, and I would too, man. I mean, he definitely he's a character, man. He's a good guy, and I mean, he's here at the HOJ, of course, but I'm pulling for him, man. I'm pulling for everybody. I'm a fan of the sport, man. I mean, I hope everybody makes it, but it is a sport. People got to win. Some people got to lose. So, but yeah, man. I mean, I'm excited for you, man. Anything you want to add before you wrap this up, bro?
Yeah, all my San Antonio peeps. Like I said, if y'all looking for tickets right now, man, it's easy access. You can go to my website at tosfights.com. Once again, that's tosfights.com. Or man, if y'all need me to go down to San Antonio, I don't mind making a trip, dropping off some tickets. I reached out to Jacob the other day, see if Carlos needed tickets, but Jacob takes about 3 days to respond. So
yeah. Here, man, he won't answer me for 3 days, bro. So yeah, he's busy, bro.
Yeah. Hey, told Jacob I'm pissed at him. He was supposed to bring me a House of Jiu-Jitsu shirt. He got you some gear, and he showed up to weigh-ins with nothing.
Damn, dude. I'll tell him. If not, I'll grab one on the way out when I go out there, man. But yeah, bro. But I appreciate you, man. Of course. Sponsors for the event, man. Who do you have helping you for this next spot?
I have Toyota Victoria. I worked for them in the car business for a long time, and I honestly I don't think I'd be in the position I am with Tapper Scrap if it wasn't for Toyota Victoria. Everything I learned there. Their general manager, Josh Smith, man, I learned so much from that man. Knowing how to negotiate, talk to people, build rapport, build relationships, all that good stuff. So I give Toyota Victoria, Josh Smith all the credit and to where I'm at today with Tapper Scrap. And so they're one of my main sponsors. I'm very grateful to have them on Tapper Scrap. Then I got USA The Bus. They're a big old hydroblasting company. A good friend of mine, John Quintanilla. He's a big supporter, and he leaves big beer tabs too. So, so this, they'll be sponsoring again, and then Rocks Supplement in Victoria and Rocks Gym in Victoria. I mean, they were with me since day one when no one wanted to sponsor Tapper Scrap because it was outside a bar setting. Yeah. So I reached out to other supplement companies around the area, and they were like, "Nah, we don't." It's like they didn't want to be involved because it was at a bar setting, which, I understand, but it was fun. Like nothing happened. That expedition, was awesome. The very first thing I ever did. But so, I mean, I love Rocks. For them just to going out on the limb and saying, "Fuck it, let's do it," and so. They're always going to be Tapper Scrap's main supplement sponsors. And who else I got? I think that and Compadres, and Glacier's the beer company. So
okay.
They're doing all. They're going to do all Tapper Scrap shows. I mean, the transparency between Jimmy and myself and Glaciers. I mean, their customer service is top notch. I mean, top notch. It's the best of the best in this area. So if anyone's looking to do an event, reach out to Glaciers.
There you go, man. There you go. But bro, I do appreciate you. Of course, everybody, Peter Morales, Tapper Scrap 3 is going to be October 21st. It's going to be on a Friday. So I'm looking forward to that. I thank you for coming on this, bro. And everybody out there, don't hang up yet. Everybody out there, of course, this is Spida, DeFi Car Podcast. Till next time, follow up.